Hello community, I hope you are doing good. In this discussion we will see how to generate a PO file in Odoo and how to add that PO file in existing module, I mean in the custom module, and we will try to add multiple languages PO file in a one module. Okay, and in case you missed previous discussion about how to import and export PO file or CSV file, or how you can directly translate data in Odoo site, please check link is given in the description. And if you want to learn more about Odoo, you can visit the WebLearns channel. Under the playlist you can see Odoo development playlist available, and here you can see different playlist available with different topic wise with the real test cases. And in case you need any help related Odoo, you can visit the about page and send your query to this email address. Source code also available in the GitHub. Make sure you can follow those repository, and we have a multiple social media pages. Make sure you can follow to get the latest notification. So let's back to our main topic, like how you can translate, how to generate a PO file in Odoo side. This is the main playlist about the Odoo translation, and it is working fine with the till Odoo version 15 to the lower version. All right, and here like I tried my best to provide the different scenarios how you can translate directly from Odoo, and or if you want to generate a PO file, how to directly add translation in Odoo side or using your custom module. In our discussion we will try to add a new PO file in our custom module. All right, first thing is we are trying to convert our custom module, and this is the school.student profile, right? So first thing is, our first goal is to translate this view, the list view or the form view, in two languages. The first one is the the Hindi language, you can see this one, and another is the Arabic language. Let me choose the Hindi language first. I will try to save this one, and you can see only this dynamic date and time data is already converted, but rest fields, I mean you can see rest inform the view part, the labels and all, it's not converted completely, right? So here, and in case I will change to the Arabic one, right, you can see here the label is not converted into the Arabic, right? Also this menu and student profile and all. Okay, so today we will try to generate two different languages. The first is the Hindi language and another is the Arabic language. Here I will try to add those PO files in our existing custom module. All right, we are not trying to directly change in the Odoo profile. Okay, so this is the main difference here. In our last session, if you remember, we had directly changes in the Odoo side only, right? We are not trying to save the same files in our custom module, right? So this is the main thing here, and today I am trying to generate first PO files for both the languages, and I will try to save those files in our custom module. So for that, like as usually, I will go to here in the Odoo training custom module, and this is our module name, right? And here simple I will try to create a one directory i18n, and this is compulsory, we need to add while if you have any translated files in a different languages. Okay, so this is the name, and this name should be compulsory. If you add any other names, it won't be recognized by Odoo and it won't be effect. Okay, so this is the thing you have to remember, i18n. Okay, this is the prefix Odoo folder name inside the module. So you can see this is our module name, school underscore student, and inside we try to add a blank i18n. Now what about the PO files, right? So for that we are trying to go to in the settings, ops, let me change here my preferences in English because I don't know fully Arabic, and here I'm trying to use this export feature. So I will first try to add Arabic, and I will try to use the student, this module, export, and the same file I will try to add here. Save, close. Again I will click to here, the Hindi language. I will choose this PO file only, student, and save. Okay, so these two files we already downloaded in our module. Here you can see this one. Okay, now let's first translate this file. So here, like, I will try to use field school underscore student, and I will try to add here the name. Let's say then what is the so this PO file I already explained, right, in our last session. So here let me again give you the overview. So let's say this file already, like, Odoo generated by default, okay, when you using this export feature. Otherwise, let's say if you want to create from scratch, right, let's say here you can also try to create a new file, but the main thing is here you have to provide the language code, name you have to provide here, and then after dot PO file. The PO is the extension, okay. And here simple what you have to do is, like, let's say open any of these, sorry, so let's say open any of this i18 file, right. Let's say you want to let's say you want to use existing reference, right. You can go to here in any of this module in the community modules, and here you can see such information is available, right. Simple what you have to do is you have to copy and you have to paste in your existing code, and after that you have to replace few things. So you can see I already added a lot of this file, which is very big, right. And here you have to replace with your module name. So this is the module name which you are working here right now. You can see this is for the accounting, right. And if I will click to here, you can see here this is our module name, and after that you can change accordingly, okay. And let me redirect to here, and I will try to delete this file because we don't need, we already generated from Odoo, right. And the best thing is if you generate from Odoo, so Odoo automatically generate an exact PO file what you have to translate. Let's say if you already translated few things, right, again you have to translate more. So while you export, right, that file, the PO file, it will automatically add those translations, so you don't need to repeat one more time here. So that is the best thing. After that, let's say in your current module you have a, let's say, dynamic like field translation, right, and those, like, there is a 100 new records available and that translation is missing, so Odoo automatically generate that PO file for you. So same way like we did right now, okay. So here first thing is I will try to let's say generate the Hindi language, okay. So first thing is the name, and I will try to add here, I'm using here the Google Translator. Then after, let's say the school name, right, so Vidyalay ka naam. Then after you can see this one, school. Then after let me also add, this is the button actually, okay. So I will try to also add here some buttons. Then after you can see this is the field, sorry, the dynamic field translation. So those one, let me try to convert into the Hindi language. So street 1, student fees, student image, student sequence, school address, total fees. So this one should be also available in the list view. Let me copy this one. After that, let me add here ID. Right. After that, let's say this, not this one, created by, created on, right. And let me check here the student profile. So these three: name, total fee, school name, and stat. So let's say this one. Here I will add the translation, and that's it right now. Okay, we don't need to add more. Now what I have to do is, the good thing is, if you remember, we are trying to create a multiple templates, or let's say the views, right? We compulsory need to register in the manifest file here under this data. Now let's say in the Python code we have to always register the few files in like this, right? Like we have to import. But here for the translation we don't need to do anything. You have to give only the correct name, i18n, under this module, and it will work accordingly. You don't need to register this file either in the Python init file or in the manifest file. It will automatically recognized by the Odoo. Okay, so here I will try to restart the service. Let me upgrade here, -u. And if you don't know how to configure Odoo in PyCharm like this way, automatic start, restart the service and all, please check editor level playlist. I already explained all the scenarios. Okay, and now I will try to refresh the screen, and I will go to preferences. I will click to Hindi, and once I will click to save button, you can see automatically it will change into the Hindi language. Plus you can see Sitaraman, right? It's automatically changed. This is the dynamic data comes from the database. Okay, and here you can see the send mail we already translated. Another thing is special command 6,0 ID, right? So this one also translated. Another thing is this profiles, right? The student profile, student, or menu 1 student, we can also translate like this way here in this PO file. Okay, here let's say this one, but what about the Arabic one, right? If I will check here in the Pasand, I mean in the preferences, and I will change to Arabic, you can see it's again comes to the normal mode in the English mode. Why? Because the translation is not available, right? So let's do translation for this language also. So for that we have to do the same thing here. So let me open this file, and here let me add here the ID. Okay, pardon me here, like I'm not good in Arabic. Okay, I'm just giving you a simple demo. So let's say ID, after that created on, created by, So let's say the name of the student. So let's say school name. After that, let's say state. Let's say the Sitaraman, we are trying to add in Arabic language, send mail. Okay, that's it. Let's say students. Let's say Sunny Leone, we will try to convert into Arabic. And let's say student profile, right? Let's say we will try to add menu. Let's say menu 1. Let's say this one also we can translate menu 1 student. Alright, so we just upgraded this Arabic language also here, and we are trying to simple upgrade this module. And once done, I will try to change to the Arabic one, and now you can see. So you can see here this name created on, created by, student name, total fees is remained, right? You can see we missed this one. After that you can see school name, you can see Sitaraman, Sunny CSV, you can see. Then after this stat, you can see also the student profile, right? The menu 1 and menu 1 student also change. So like this way you can change one language to another language. And yes, don't worry, let's say if you are working with the multiple languages, right? Not only these two, but here let's say in a French, in a German, in a Dutch language, or in the Spanish language, or in Portuguese, right? Or any other languages, I mean, which is all supported by Odoo. You can just try to export from Odoo, save in i18 file, translate that folder, translate that PO file, and that's it. Okay, so this is the simplest way you can place your PO file in your existing module. Okay, so this is the main difference. Like if you try to export and import in Odoo site directly, that is also fine. So let's say here in the settings, here if you are using this import and export, that is also fine. If you are a good, right, in terms of development, you can directly change here, that is also fine. But let's say you have to provide this module to any other person, you have to place in the server, and if you are working with multiple projects, right, multiple databases, that time it is very easy to create a one i18 folder. You can try to create a multiple languages PO file, and that's it. After that Odoo will handle. So this is the simplest way you can create a PO file, translate the PO file, and you can use this PO file in your custom module. Okay, so this is the translated related thing. Okay, in our next session I will try to show you how you can translate your report, the QWeb report, right? Or let's say how you can also translate email templates, or how you can translate fields, or let's say how you can also translate the Python, dynamic Python code. Okay, So those part we will see in our next session, and in case you have any doubt related this topic, please comment below and see you in next session.